everyone and welcome to today's video. So I am Chayanika and I am one of the faculties of Sandpaper Academy. Moi basically Assam part 2 pohau GS5. So as you can see that ajir video too, it is all going to be regarding Assam. Okay. So before I start, মই তোমালোকক এটো কব বিচাৰো কি জোৱাবাৰ যোনটো APSC CC হৈ গল তাত আমি যিমান ষ্টাডি মেটেৰিয়েল প্ৰভাইড কৰিলো বা যিমান ক্লাसेस আমি ললো তাৰ পৰা almost 72 questions common পৰিছে when it comes to prelims. Okay, and then there's also others, for example, as for regarding mains, they essay tumar iman khini out of 8 almost 6 topics were common, and then for GS1 GS2 tumalake to saba ki amar bahut khini junkhini ami materials provide korisu tar pra bahut khini ahise. Okay, and in case if you're someone completely new, okay, and you'd want to start, so there is this new batch that is starting from, that is November foundation batch, ekdom A to Z pra pohua jabo, completely basic level pra. Okay, so we'll be catering to your prelims, to your mains, until the interview level. All right, and then jodi tumalake this again another batch, jodi tumalake already suppose prelims clear kori thoisa, but suppose mains to clear korila, but to something happened and you could not clear the exam, so you can join this November reboot batch at all of advanced level hobo. Okay, all right, then before now let's start with the questions. Okay, so now the question number 1 is, consider the following statements regarding Padma Shri Geeta Upadhyay. Okay, ki koise swa statement gitai. Translated Jyoti Prakash Agarwala's iconic Assamese play Karengor Ligiri into Nepali. She received the Sahitya Academy Award for her novel Janmabhoomi Mero Swadesh, and the third statement is she currently serves as a member of parliament from Tezpur. Well, it is true that she is from Tezpur, but then she is not a member of parliament. Okay, Geeta Upadhyay jodi ami sao, she is one of a very significant figure when it comes to literature, and she is also the granddaughter of a very renowned freedom fighter. Okay, his name is Chabilal Upadhyay. Etia baki ei prothom duta it's correct, prothom duta sentence it's correct, but the third one is incorrect. Okay, she is not a member of parliament. So yat etia amak ki hudise swa, which of the above statement are correct? So it will only be 1 and 2, that is option A. Okay, so that is what we know about. She is you know, Padma Shri tekhete nije loi jabo noarile because she is got a little old, so tekhetor ghort ahi dit hoy goise award to recently hoy goise etu. Okay, then ahile now next come into the tumar second question, that is, consider the following statements regarding the Koch dynasty. Okay, so the Koch dynasty, Koseki, was established in the 16th century by Vishwahingha. That's correct. And ami aru eta question pao regarding Koch dynasty is that who is the progenitor of Koch dynasty? Etu hunisane ketia progenitor? Tekhetor naam hol Hariya Mandal. Now be very careful whenever they ask you the question who established the Koch dynasty and the progenitor of Koch dynasty. Tekhetor lineage or pray Vishwahingha was the son of Hariya Mandal, but Hariya Mandal was no king, he was a chief. Okay, he was a chief. He however, he is the one, I mean, from Hariya Mandal comes Vishwahingha. Vishwahinghaৰ আগতে তেখেতৰ নাম বিশু আছিল. So once he got the throne, মানে তেখেতে যেতিয়া কিংডমখন এস্টাবলিশ কৰিলে, okay, Koch kingdom, তেতিয়া তেখেতে বিশ্বসিংহ বুলি এই নামটো ললে. Okay, so that is definitely correct. Next কি কৈছে, Naranarayan expanded the kingdom to present day Assam, West Bengal and parts of Bangladesh. Let's see. The Koch rulers promoted Vaishnavism under the guidance of Hankodev, and the Koch dynasty had no interaction with the Mughal Empire. So you see, Jitya Naranarayan or Silarai asile, they almost all of northeast, okay, aru a parts of Bangladesh tekheloke conquer koribo parisile. These two brothers were that powerful. Silarai was the commander-in-chief and the king kun hoy Naranayan. Aur Naranayan kun hoy Vishwasingha's son. So Hariya Mandal, Vishwasingha and then Naranayan. Okay. Kintu Naranayanar pisote ami gom pao ki hoy Kush kingdom khon split hoi jay. He had to split between his son and the son of Silarai, that is Raghudev. Hoy nai? Okay. So the Kush rulers promoted Vaishnavism under the guidance of Shonkardev. Yes, because Shonkardev bahut din tekhelokor tat ashroy loi asile because the Ahom king was after Shonkardev. Okay. To tetia Kush rulers sokolor karone amar etia juntu Vrindavani Brostra, it is very much in news. Hoy nai? And recently our CM visited London. Tatu tekhete ei Vrindavani Brostra kotha bahut khini kiba tate meeting kori meli ahise. So it was during the time of Naranarayan jetia Shonkardev ei Vrindavani Brostra bonaisile. Okay, and then ahile had no interaction with the Mughal Empire. Yes, during mane tetia ki hoi gosle pisoloke jetia Kush kingdom khon split hoi gol, it became weak. So definitely the Mughals would definitely take the chance. Hoy nai? And then amar Ahom hokoleo loisile kisman area Kush kingdom or loisile. Hoy nai? So ei tetia ami sao ki ei fourth sentence is incorrect. So the first sentence is correct, second sentence is correct, third is correct, but the fourth is incorrect. They did have a lot of interaction with the Mughals. In fact, the Kush kingdom was a buffer state. It acted as a buffer, but it acted as a buffer state for the Ahoms and the Mughals. Jetia Kush kingdom kon engulf kori lole nahoy tumar Mughals e etu side olop Ahome, then there was a direct conflict between the Ahoms and the Mughals. Okay, tetia hai jetia boundary ekdom completely usora he gol. All right, so yat ki hoy jabo swa 1 2 and 3. So 1 2 and 3 kuntu hoy option C. Okay, because they are asking us to find the correct statement, so yate option ahi jabo amar option C. Okay, now for the third. Ki koise consider the following statement regarding the Asiatic black bear. So recently 2 Asiatic black bear they were rescued, and eneto eku bemar ba henake poa nai, but they were dehydrated. Okay, probably their mother, they were separated from their mother, or the mother could be a victim of poaching henoka hobo pare, but anyways they were orphaned. Okay, so bahut din tekhet logok enake care expertise or care rakhile milile, and then they were soft launched where in Dihing Patkai National Park. Okay, tekhet logok soft launch korile. And why did they choose Dihing Patkai, by the way? Because the tar joto atmosphere hoy Dihing Patkai environment hoy, that is said to be the best suitable for them, because it's a rainforest. Hoy nai? Lots of trees and greeneries, and there will be definitely lots of food, and plus it is a protected area hoy, so poaching opra tekhet log protection pai thakibo. Hoy nai? So that's the reason why these two cubs were soft launch were in Dihing Patkai National Park. Okay, etu monot rakhiba. Now what are they asking? Now coming back to the question, ki hudi say the Asiatic black bear is listed as vulnerable under IUCN. Then it is found in both Himalayas and the Western Ghats. Aru, it is primarily nocturnal and arboreal. And the last statement says that poaching and habitat loss are major threat. Now this is a very generic statement. We know most of the time most of the animals are going through this issue, that because of poaching and all, take a look or the numbers are dwindling. Okay. Okay, so you see this is correct, however this is not correct. Karon tekhet log ami Western Ghats ot na pao. Okay, we do not get this Asiatic black bear in Western Ghats. Okay, it's there in the North Himalayas and the northeastern parts, or amar junpur hoy tat ami tekhet log pao. So that's the reason why this statement is incorrect. However, all of these statements are correct. Okay, statement 1, statement 3 and statement 4. So it will be kundu 1 A. Okay, so which are correct jot amak hodise, so definitely 1 3 4, that is option A. All right, okay, so we can move on to the next question now. Okay, then I have consider the following statement regarding the Muamoria rebellion. So Muamuria rebellion etu bahut large scale ot hoisile, bahut kita phase ot hoisile. There was a lot of bloodshed. Imane besi manu morisile ki gutei rastai ghate nodie dead bodies pori asile mane. Kuno uthai loi jabolo manu nohua hoi goisile. Okay, there also a lot of immigration migration hoi goisile, not immigration, sorry, migration, karon ei rebellion to basibo to save themselves from this rebellion. What did they do? They moved on to the neighboring kingdom also. So a jeta rebellion to almost over hoi goise na hoy Ahom kingdom ot famine like situation hoi goisile mane khabole nai henokwa kune koribo eta civil war nista hoi gol na hoy guti. Everybody was fighting. There was royalists who were supportive of the Ahom monarchy, and then there were the rebellions, okay, and then people from so many group. The Kacharis joined in. There are so many, even Ahoms joined in, Sutiyas joined in. Kintu the lead kune loisile, the lead were taken by the Moran people. Okay, so enake tumi just thulmul ke koi thoi dilu. Now let's see what does this question is asking for. Okay, so they are again asking us for the correct statement. So statement number 1 ki koise, it was a revolt of the Mayamora Hotra followers against Ahom oppression. Yes, it started from the Mayamora Hotra. Okay, Aru, the rebellion led to the temporary fall of Ahom authority. Yes, the rebellion paved the way for the British to invade Assam. Is that true? Okay, we'll find out. The rebellion weakened Ahom before the Burmese invasion. Yes, after Muamuria rebellion ki hol, Burmese invasion hol, hoy na, and after Burmese invasion ki hobo, Yandabu Treaty, and then after Yandabu Treaty, we know, we enter into modern history, and modern history is all about the English. Hoy na. Okay, so Muamuria Hotra bole tumi joa eta Hotra blak just thulmul ke koi diu ki Hotra blak tumalke saba ki sarita hongoti le divide hoi gol after Hongkordev. Okay, so there was junto Kal Hongoti hoy. Okay, Kal Hongoti re one of the Hotras is Mayamora Hotra. Okay, and the name Mayamora actually it's not confirmed as in, but then again it is said that Mayamora word to je kyo porile janane, because amar junbur manuhor indro pasta indro ase jeneke that's krodh hoy na, irsha, and then you have calm. So ebur enokwa pasta indro ase. Right now I'm not being able to remember all 5, but you understood. Okay, henokwa. So ebur maya hoy. Okay, so if you to get rid of this maya, to ei karone koa jay ki maya mora, ei maya bur ebur lubh, ebur hinkha, okay, ebur bostu otrai diye, hei karone naam tu pore boli koy. And the rebellions were called Muamuria rebellion. Okay, then a temporary fall of the Ahom authority. Yes, definitely, karon roja polai furibo logia hoisile. And also one thing, temporary fall in the sense like in the first phase, Roja kun asile, Ahom Roja asile Lakshmi Hingho hoy na, he was captured, he was arrested, and then tekhetor bodli Roja kun hoisile tumar Ramakanto Roja hoisile hoy na. And then there was another leader who what was his name from the Muamuria rebellion, very popular, that is Raghav Moran. Okay, then it paved the way for British to invade. Not exactly, it did not pave the way exactly for the British to invade, kan British ahisile titia Captain Welsh ahisile hoy na, but then he did not come here to conquer. He actually helped the Ahoms to suppress the rebellion. Okay, so but then because iman weak state ot asile, plus pisor loke tumar Burmese ahile, Burmese gote invade kori aru obostha beya kori dile Ahom kingdom or. Okay, but then again this sentence is not correct. So correct ki hobo tumar swa, correct is 1, 2 and 4, that is 1, 2 and 4. Statement number 3 is incorrect. Okay, it did not exactly, but then again it is Muamuria rebellion is definitely one of the reasons for the downfall of the Ahom kingdom. All right, okay. Now let's move on to the other question. Ki koise yatswa, consider the following statements regarding Assam Skill University Kodase Mongoldo. So it's one of the first universities of that kind in Northeast India. Okay, first first skill university in Northeast India, and tekhet loke ki diye technical Okay, technical aru vocational education দিয়ে. So it's one of a kind, right? পটকে তোমাৰ মার্কেটত যেনেকুৱা দৰকাৰ হৈ আছে, ইন্ডাস্ট্রি লেভেলত যোনটো দৰকাৰ হৈ আছে, হেতু হিসাবত হেনেকে জব যাতে হুনকালে ইউথ বিলাকে পায়, তেখেতলোকে হেনেকুৱা এডুকেশন দিয়ে. So offers industry integrated degree and diploma, মই যোনটো এতিয়া just simple language ত কলো, diploma programs. Yes, the Assam Skill University is being set up under external aided project funded by World Bank. Now that is something that we'll have to see, that whether it is funded by World Bank, but it is, yes, definitely it is under external aided project hoy, but not World Bank. Okay, World Bank e kora nai, etu Asian Development Bank e korise. Okay, Asian Development Bank, ADB. All right, ADB. Aru etu ki koise, it comes under the Ministry of Education, Government of India. No, it is a state initiative. All right, so yatswa tumar, this is correct. External aided project hoy, yes, but not funded by World Bank. It is funded by Asian Development Bank. Aru etu amar kone korise, amar it's a state initiative. Okay, it is not done by the Ministry of Education. So again, yate ama kuntu ki hudise, which are correct. So one is correct, definitely it is one of its kind, and it's first skill university here in Northeast India. Then offers industry integrated degree and diploma. So industry related the kind of workers that they would need, employers they would need, hetu hisabe tekhetlokok etu education dibo, very technical and skill based. Okay, and these two are incorrect. So our answer will be D, that is 1 and 2. These two are the correct answer. Okay, so these are all current affairs, so make sure that you keep an update regarding kuntu university ki hoise, kune fund korise, under which ministry all this mane hoise. Okay, kuntu year established hoise, kuntu jagat established hoise. Please make sure you be mindful about all that. All right, now comes another question. What does it say? That consider the following statement regarding recent sports achievements by Assamese athletes or teams. The Assamese girls team scripted history by winning their maiden national title in the Subrata Cup football tournament hoisile tak. Okay, then the Assam Olympic Association AOA unveiled Bhugeshwar Barua National Sports Award trophy. Shooter Kundoraj Borgohai won a silver medal in the Olympic trap event at the Thailand Championship 2025. Aru, the last statement here. The AOA, that is Assam Olympic Association, again they're talking about award, will be presented annually on September 3rd, coinciding with Bhugeshwar Barua's birth anniversary. Okay, so yar majote we'll get a lot of questions again. A question of majote, try to learn about Subrata Cup, try to learn more about the Assamese girls team, try to learn more about Assamese Olympic Association, and then a Kundoraj Borgohai, make sure you learn about it, because what kind of sports he is associated to, henoka question hodi dibo pare. Okay, again quote question which is correct. All of these are correct. Okay, all of the statements are correct. Okay, all of the above. Anyways, yate eko bujabole nai, mukhosto koribo lagibo ei question tu jenoka hoy. So we will move on to the next question. Okay, which of the following events occurred first? Now I give this kind of questions because heneke tumalke event bur monot rakhiba ar monot rakhibo pariba, plus hunkale you'll be able to connect one event with the other also that way. Okay, so yat hudise amak ascending order hudise, mention chronological order, kuntu sobse agot hoise, kuntu bisot hoise heneke. Okay, so yate amak kise prothom কি কৈছে, Battle of Horaighat, তাৰপিছত Treaty of Ghilajharighat, then Muamuria Rebellion, যোনটো আমি অলপ আগতে পঢ়ি গলো, then আহে তোমাৰ Treaty of Yandabu. So সবসে আগতে তোমাৰ কি হৈছে চোৱা, Treaty of Ghilajharighat, that is in 1663. তাৰপিছত আহিলে তোমাৰ Horaighat, Battle of Horaighat 1671, and then আহিলে তোমাৰ কি হ'ব, Muamuria হ'ব 1769, and then Yandabu, the most famous Yandabu Treaty 1826. Okay, Battle of Horaighat, very very popular. We know it was between whom? Between the Ahoms and the Mughals. Leadership kune loisile tetia? Lasted Borphukon, hoy nai? Aru Raja kun asile, Ahom Raja kun asile? Udayaditya asile. Okay, and then Treaty of Giladhari Ghat. Okay, Treaty of Giladhari Ghator time again before tomar kun asile? Raja kun asile? Sutamla asile. তেখেতৰ তোমাৰ কি কয় হিন্দু নামটো কি আছিল জয়াধ্বজ সিংহ আছিল নিকনেম বা এনেকে আৰু এটা টাইটেল আমি কি বুলি জানো তেখেতক ভগনিয়া ৰজা বুলি জানো why because এই ট্ৰিটি অফ গিলাধাৰী ঘাট হোৱাৰ আগতে তেখেতে পলাই ফুৰিছিল নামৰূপ পিনে ক'ৰবাত লুকাই আছিল কিয় because তেতিয়া কাৰ ইনভেশন হৈছিল the mughals again তো mughals কোন আহিছিল mughals পিনৰ পৰা মিৰ জুমলা আহিছিল হয় নাই so ট্ৰিটি অফ গিলাধাৰী ঘাট Etu time on, this treaty was completely dictated by the Mughals. Okay, then third to ki hoy Muamuriya rebellion. Muamuriya rebellion or time on Raja kun asile. First Muamuriya rebellion jetia hoisile Lakshmi Singha asile. Okay, Lakshmi Singha asile. And then one of the figure who was actually very much mane spark to dia karone mane the one who actually jar karone mane entire rebellion to start hoy gol but there are many reasons but the spark you know it happened why because Kirtisandra Borborua he would just insult the Vaishnavites he insulted kak Raghav Moran aru Nahor Khora hoy nai june elephant supply koribo ahisile Then I had treaty number 4 ki hoy Treaty of Yandabu. Now Treaty of Yandabu ketia hoisile after Muamuriya rebellion already Ahom kingdom was very weak the Burmese invaded kune mati anisile Burmese hokolo Bodon Borphukone mati anisile hoy nai so Bodon Borphukone jetia mati anile tetia ki hoy Burmese invasion hoy again it has 3 phases tar pisot aru ki hoy tomar After that, there was a lot of bloodshed, a lot of massacre. Kobo pari, henoka hoisile Okhomia manublakor hetitia. And then the English came. That is East India Company ahisile. They did not come to save the Assamese. They came because jate tekhelukor area jate ako ahipini Burmese jate attack nokore because they thought that iman loke jodi ahise probably tekhete tenehole ako amar pineo ahi jabo pare Bengal okay so that's the reason why they were like no we have to go and make sure that they do not cross our border he karone Treaty of Yandabu pisot it was between the Burmese and the English ami ki buli ko first Anglo Burmese war juntu ketia hoisile 1824 ot hoisile hoy nai anyways so etia ebor pine ami sam ki chronological order jodi amagiru bohabo korise tene hole ki hobo prothomode Treaty of Giladhari Ghat ahibo tar pisot ahibo tumar ki Treaty of Giladhari Ghat ahibo tar pisot ahibo tumar Battle of Horaighat and then tumar Muamuriya and then finally tumar ki hobo Treaty of Yandabu so it is 2 okay 2 will be first 1 will be second then third and fourth so that is option C okay so yate chronological order jodi ami sao it will be option C okay sabse agote ki hoise Treaty of Giladhari Ghat hoise and then tar pisot ki hol tumar Battle of Horaighat hol tar pisot Muamuriya rebellion hol and then finally Treaty of Yandabu hoy gol and after Treaty of Yandabu we know the fate of Assam okay Then again yat ki koise swa consider the following statement about Vrindavani Vastra. Now Vrindavani Vastra kotha olop agote moi eni thulmul ki olop koisisilu but again let's see. Ki koise it is woven in the 16th century under Srimanto Shankardev's guidance. Yes, it's correct. It depicts scenes from the Mahabharata. We saw the British Museum has agreed to lend it to Assam for display in 2027 aru ki koise swa a new museum will be constructed in at Guwahati's Khanapara forest preservation so we'll see which of these are correct okay so it was woven in the 16th century under Srimanto Shankardev's guidance yes very correct aru Raja kun asle Naranarayan okay he gifted it to the king all right because tetia first kingdom or tat tekhetuke thakisile ashroy loi asile it depicts scenes from the Mahabharata No, that is not incorrect. So it depicts the scene of Krishna's childhood. Vrindavanor jonto childhood hoy na hoy tekhetor hetu bostu tekhet tat depict kora goise. There is no scene of the Mahabharata there. Then the British Museum has agreed to lend it to Assam for display in 2027. Yes, that is very correct. It will be displayed temporarily here in Assam. A new museum will be constructed at Guwahati's Khanapara for its preservation. So again, ami sao, see, there is not only in British Museum ota nai de, etu Paris otu ase. Okay, Paris otu tumar Vrindavani bostu mane bostu to it's not in a single form anymore. Piece hoi gol bostu to. Okay, all of man piece tumar he Paris ot ase, all of a piece tumar British Museum ot ase. So British Museum opra etia tumar amar tekhelokor ji ase, it will be put on display on 2027. So etia he recently amar CM je visit korisile London, he did have a word regarding the guidelines. Okay, how to do it, keneke ki ko tekhelokor logot he had a talk. Anyways, so which of these following statement are correct? So yat dekheswa amar statement number 2 is incorrect. So definitely etu nohoy karon Vrindavani Basra ami naam tute janu. So Vrindavan, so Krishna's childhood life tour depiction tate kora ase bostrot. Imagine how meticulously it would have it is made. Weave kora, it's not easy, and if literally weave korise, I'm sorry about my language, okay, it's spoonerism. So tekhete mane tat eneke gute bostu tekhetor life or kotha Krishna tat depict kori thoise. Anyways, so all of the sentence are, which of the sentence are correct? All of them are correct except that is 2. Okay, so 2 jot ase, that is incorrect. So it will be 1, 3 and 4. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Consider the following statements regarding Assam Vishwakarma Samman 2025. Okay, so it is basically for specially abled people for their contribution to the society and when they do okay, and this is basically for acceptance. This is basically for tekhelokor so that they are also tekheloke junman ji contribute korise. Okay, so hebur bostu jate we recognize that, hetu karone ei award to diya jay. So the award recognizes Divyangjan achievers across 6 fields. So there are 6 awards and they'll be given to separate people for their whatever they have contributed. Then it is administered by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. It was conferred by the Governor of Assam in 2025. Recipients include Abhishek Gogoi for sports and Nivedita Ghosh for education. So again, which of these following statement are correct? See, again, bostu to nohoy Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment or under nahe. This is a state sponsored hoy, to eta state level award hoy juntu amar governor e diye. Okay, so all of this correct, that yes, it does recognize the Divyangjan achievers across 6 fields. One of the example is Maulik Rabha, and Maulik Rabha, he got it for preserving all indigenous musical instruments hoy na hoy hebro karone. Okay, for he's visually impaired. These are some of the examples. So sojon luke enaka a award to ebar paise. So again, Abhishek Gogoi, definitely this is true. Nivedita Ghosh for education, yes, it's correct. So amak hudise, so yat ki hobo, all of 3 of them are correct except tumar, that is option 2. Option 2 jot nai, it will be 1, 3 and 4. 1, 3 and 4. Okay, so that is option B. All right. Okay, so now again let's move on to the next question. Now this is the last question for the day. Okay, consider the following statement about Dr. Mohim Bora. Okay, he was a noted short story writer and novelist. He was awarded Sahitya Academy Award in 2001 for his Edhani Mahir Hahin. Aru ki koise, and number 3, Assam Sahitya Sabha conferred him with the title Sahityacharya, and Mohim Bora was conferred the Padma Shri in 2011. So they're asking us which of these statements are correct, and all of these statements are correct. Okay. So yeah, there's also another short story of his, Kathani Bhari Ghat. Jodi tumalke poha nai pohiba, it's very interesting. Okay. So definitely you see he does play a great role when it comes to again our Assamese literature. So definitely this personalities, make sure that you know kune kune Padma Shri paise, kune Padma Bhushan paise, hebur amar karone important hoy. Okay, prelims point of view prasale. Okay, so now we have come to the end of this video. I'll get back again with another part. Again, tatu moi khali tumar Assam part cover korim. Anything related to Assam. Okay, all right then. Good day.